Welcome to the step-by-step user guide to using Facebook with a group of students. So the first thing to do is to create a group. So you need to go to the left-hand side of your screen here. These are some groups that I'm in, and I'm going down to the bottom and I'm clicking Create Group. So choose a name for the group. So for example, whatever I'm teaching, so if I'm teaching ESOL, maybe I'll put the level and probably the name of the college. I need to add one friend to the group. Use a colleague or a member of the TLDC team. They can be deleted at a later date, but you need to start it off with 2 people or it's not a group. So if I put my colleague Mark here, the group, it defaults the settings to closed. That's what you need to use according to the policy. Public is no good because anyone can see it, and secret makes it extremely difficult when you're trying to set it up for the students to find it. So closed is the correct setting. Click create. Choose an icon, any icon, doesn't really matter. Anything you like. And then your group's set up. So this is a sort of skeleton. You can upload a photo, but you can skip this at this point. It's not really important. It does help the students to identify with it. So if you wanted to, you can choose from my photos. So these would be the photos that you've already got on your Facebook. So, you know, anything just to help it be identifiable. Can drag to reposition. But, you know, as time goes on, you may find something suitable, if not just a nice image, just to help it be identifiable to the students. Very important is that you add a group description. You can't skip this step. You have to do this according to the policy that we have at Bradford College. It's kind of like contractual. You state in the purpose of the group here, who it's for. So, for example, the student studying whatever qualification at Bradford College with your name, the tutor. What it's for, so it's for teaching and learning. What it's not for, sharing personal information. As a tutor, you know what's relevant, what isn't relevant. So this group is for students studying ESOL. Entry 2 with Helen Chubb at Bradford College. It is for teaching and learning, not for sharing personal information. Okay, so we're done with that. Save that. And that just comes here. You can see we've got about, and it tells you what you've got there. So you've got thus far 2 members in the group there, you can see. And if you click on that, it tells you who the members are. So it's Mark and I at the moment. Ordinarily, in order to, oops, made a bit of a spelling error there. Ordinarily, in order to invite people to the group, if you've got people on your friends list, it's very simple. However, as the policy states, you cannot be Facebook friends with your students. You have to do it via their email. So you need to click on invite by email. Here, you need to ensure that you've got the students' email addresses from what they use to log into Facebook. You will find that some students don't know the password for the email. They won't use it. They won't be able to check it. So you need to get those students in the class who are able to check their emails, because they need to be able to check the email and click on join. So if we send this to, say for example, I'm making this up, but I've got my student Joe, I've got his email address, and then I'll send that. So I've got invite, okay, done. Joe now needs to go away, check his emails, and he'll have an email in his inbox from Facebook. The email is not from me as his tutor, so there's no breach of any policy there. He's checking for an email from Facebook. He'll open it and it will state that I've sent him this invitation, and all he needs to do is click join. Once you have a few students in, so once Joe's in, for example, I'll start being able to see, because this number will go up, and I'll be able to click on and see who's in. And Joe and any other students can then use that box to add people that they are friends with. Students can be friends with students, so they can add one another. Once you've got all your students in, and you'll be able to track this via members, you can then start changing the settings. So I'm admin because I set up the group. I can give other people the right to be admin. So say if there are 2 tutors and you want to give them the right to be admin, you want them to be able to look to edit the group settings, remove members, that kind of thing, then I can just make admin. So I can make Mark admin. It is really handy to have another tutor who can do that, in case you don't spot something. So if a student joins up one of their friends who shouldn't be in the group, you want to be able to remove them from the group as soon as possible, because again, that goes against policy. Okay, so that's the first video complete. That's setting up a Facebook group.